Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to shred. And I'll tell you where this video came from. I was watching, I'm trying to learn a lot more on guitar. I'm trying to learn how to get better. Let's make sure we're working first. We have sound, and are we synchronized? Let's test it out. I'm checking it out real quick. Sorry for the little delay. Looks like it. All right, good. All right, so I was looking. I'm always looking for new ways to play guitar and looking how to get better, and looking for more lead stuff. Like different kind of patterns you can choose and all that kind of stuff. And I found a video by, I forget what it was on. It was on Sound something, but it was done by Robert Blake. Doesn't even sound right anymore. Is that what I have down there in the description? Oh, Robert Baker. And he was showing this new sequence of a new sequence guitar, new thing. He was not new, but he was just showing a sequence. I think it was like 3 years ago. And he showed how to play it, and then all of a sudden he was like, and I was just depressed. I'm just be honest, it's like, honestly, sometimes I don't try to be this way, but sometimes it can be discouraging when you've been playing your whole life, or I've been playing for 50 years, not 50 years, but since 1980 or something long time ago, and some dude comes along and goes, and it's like, it doesn't even seem like I have even a chance to ever do something like that. But it was encouraging because what I did is I've taken what his little lesson was, and I've just turned it into a guitar exercise. And I think eventually I can get as fast as he can, and so can you. The cool thing about learning the guitar is all you need is patience and a metronome and right notes, in order to get fast. And there's also another thing to talk about when it comes to speed. Where you are right now, I don't know how long you've been playing guitar, but if you're like me, there's two things about speed, right? As far as you're playing guitar, you have the right hand or whatever your hand you're picking with is, and your left hand to keep up. One of those is going to be faster naturally. And I just discovered that my right hand picking is much faster than my left hand in keeping up. So I can do something like this. That was really sloppy. My left hand can't keep up. Yeah, can't keep up with that. So I guess actually I think Paul Gilbert said this. You got to figure out which one needs to be worked on, and then work on that one more. And so my left hand needs to be worked on. But this exercise will do that as well. I just wish my left hand could do what that was doing. So we got there. Hey, let's shred, Jimmy Yums. We're going to show you we're going to try to shred. Okay, so, so like Paul Gilbert said, you got to figure out, you have to have the engine and you need the other, you need the driving in order to go fast. And so, it's good to know which is faster. Like if your right hand needs more work, then, work that. But this exercise will help you with both. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the whole exercise real quick, and then I'll tell you how to do it. And I'm just going to do it at a medium speed. And sloppily, apparently. Again, sloppily. And all the way up to the E. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do that, but it's really cool. This guy, Robert Baker, was like, I can't do it as fast as he did. I need to get in the metronome. I'm going to use my metronome, even though it might mess up my camera. Hope it doesn't mess up the video here. But I'll show you what it sounds like with the metronome. And I would definitely recommend doing this with a metronome because I'll put it at 250 for now, but it'll make it so much smoother. Okay. And then you can put it up a little bit. Once you get warmed up, you can go faster. Now Robert Baker was above this. He was above. This is 272. He was above 300 for sure. Well above. That was 275. We'll try 300 just for fun. Here's 300. I was able to do it earlier, but maybe I'm not warmed up anymore. Close enough. But Baker was way well above that. He was like, here's how fast it seemed like he was doing, even on both sides. Hold on, let me get my phone back to where it needs to go. Where'd my thing go? Come on, where'd it go? I've lost my camera angle here. Hold on. Gotta find my camera. That's not it. All right, there we go. He was going about this fast. I'll put a link to that in the description eventually. See, I can't do that yet. But I got a really fast right hand. Left hand can't keep up even close. Anyway, so he was going really fast. And so it made me depressed because, I want to shred, and it made me feel like I'm never going to get that. But if we do this exercise and we slowly do it every day and we slowly increase it, I think we can get there. Okay, so here's the notes. Okay. What I do is actually, the way he taught it was I use my pinky finger for the 13th fret of the high E. Yo, Baker is insane, isn't he? I thought he was just, and the funny thing is I've never even heard of him. It's like all these people that I've never heard of guitar are just like, holy schmoly. I mean, it's like it's Ingve speed. It's like, oh my gosh. So it can be really depressing. But again, the cool thing is we can obtain to that if we use the metronome and we just work at it. I never heard of the guy, but he was, I mean, it was like crazy. Anyway, so 13th fret of the high E with my pinky, 12th fret of the high E with my ring finger, and then the 10th fret of the high E with my pointer finger. And this exercise is really good because it's easy. There's there's a little bit of stretching with the top of it, but this part is really good. So you do that. So 13, 12, 10, and then on the B string, the same thing. 13, 12, 10. I think I was thinking, I don't know which one's the slower part, my pinky or my other one. No, they're both, none of my left fingers are that fast. All right, so anyway, so that's the first two. The next one is I take my pinky, put it on the 12th fret of the G, and then put my pointer finger on the 10th fret of the G, and then my pointer finger on the 9th fret of the G. And then I do the same thing on the next string. 12, 10, 9. So far you got. So 12, 10, 9. So you do that the same both strings. So far you got. The pain in the butt part is this one on the A and the E strings. Take my pinky, put it on the 12th fret of the high E. Ring finger on the 10th fret of the high E. I'm sorry, on the A or on the A string. 12th fret of the A. And then my ring finger on the 10th fret of the A. And then my pointer finger on the 10th fret of the A. No, 12, 10, 8. I'm sorry, 8. And the same thing for the E. That's the hard part if you have little fingers like me. So the whole thing is, and I'm not really not sure what scale this is. It's kind of cool just for a cool scale. Yeah, scale. It sounds like a major scale is what it sounds like. Yeah, it is. That's all it is a major scale. Okay, and so, all right, so that's what you do. But what you do is you do it twice, though. Each one, you go. Each string, you go twice. And the way I start it like this. I start from the bottom up. So I start from here. Just do it twice. 1, 2, and it's all alternate picking. And also I do it starting from the, I do it all the frets. And I think what that does, even though we're just trying to get this part fast, this helps that as well, because you're getting all your fingers strengthened for that. And so that really, yeah. So I would take a metronome and just do it from here. It is a kind of a cool way to play in a major scale. And that's another nice little tidbit he was sharing, is that doing that twice thing, hitting the strings twice, makes you sound like you're doing a lot more than you really are. Even at any scale you can do that. It's the A minor scale. Major scale. That's what we're doing, basically. And I'll put the link to that video on there. You can see how fast he goes. But I think, again, this is really helpful. So what do you think about that, Jimmy? You have any things to add there? You can always go. It doesn't sound as fast. You can just do this, man. If you're watching TV or just farting around, just put a metronome on. Just do it for hours. I'm sure that's how I did it. I'm not sure how I did it, because it sounds. It almost sounds like supernatural. He goes so fast. Yeah, me too. Is that clear? You got all the notes and everything? It's irritating at first, but I think doing the metronome and going slow, like what I do is I start at a certain speed that I can do perfect and easy, and then I'll just increase it by 10. And then all of a sudden, the cool thing about that also is you can see your improvement. Like today I couldn't do it at a certain speed, then yesterday I couldn't do it at a certain speed, and now today I can do it faster. So there's just this measurable speed increase. My right hand can keep up with I'm pretty sure. There's no way, there's no shortcut though. Yo, what's up, Luke Kern? I'm telling you, the metronome is huge. I mean, it really is, because it's huge. Because otherwise you're just kind of guessing, and you don't know if you're increasing or not, and you're not being very consistent, most likely. So like I started this particular one. I started this one at 200 a couple days ago. I started at 200. Here's 200. Yeah, so I started this at 200. Oops. Yeah, I was too. But that's what the metronome really helps. Just do it at a speed where you can do it where you're not sloppily. No, even if it's really slow, even if you're like going. Because what it's doing is it's training your muscles and your muscle memory. And that's quite a stretch down there in the first fret. Those three notes are pretty far apart from my hands. At least I have small hands. And Robert Baker, if you are watching this, or if anybody tells you about this, man, you rock, dude, you rock. You are Speedy Gonzalez. So I keep on I do everything for 250 or 200 until I get it all right. And then keep on doing it until you get it right. No, not like that. Also, he talked about muting the strings as well with your right hand some, because it sounds faster. And then once I get that down, I go to 210. I was wondering how fast Robert is. I was going to ask him on his video. Ask him how fast were you on those notes. And then I went to 220, et cetera, and I could barely do 250 yesterday. Isn't that interesting? I mean, one day I was barely able to do this yesterday, which is fairly easy now. Whoops. I don't mind doing this on live stream because it's helping me too. I want to practice any time I can. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining us, Luke. You're exhausted already, huh? Yeah, well, that's the cool thing. Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny. The cool thing is also is that this is not going to just help you with this riff. It's going to help you with your guitar playing in general because it meant you got some. First, you learn a major scale if you haven't known it. Second, you're just you're getting that dexterity and you're getting because those shapes are very similar to most of the shapes in any kind of scale. So once you can do that, you can do anything. Steve Ozone in the house. Steve Ozone's in the house. This is his theme song, even though he doesn't like it. And so Steve Ozone thought we were here to shred cheese. I don't think I have any cheese. And it depends on what you mean. Is that a metaphor for... So then I went to 260. Yeah, so Steve, we learned to... You ever heard of a guy named Robert Baker? It's 260 right here. Oh, it's a metaphor for cheese. Not cutting the cheese. Starting to break down. Yeah, so that's pretty much the exercise. Hey, Steve, I figured out that I'm faster on my right hand than my left hand. Listen to this. But there's no way my right hand can keep up with that. Tom Quayle. Have I heard? I don't think he doesn't sound familiar. It's amazing how many amazing guitar players are. It can be depressing sometimes because like you just turn a random video on and boom, this guy's like, and you're like, what the heck? What am I doing? See, I can't keep up with my left hand. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing. That's the whole point of the lesson is slowing down to help the synchronization. That's the whole point of using the metronome in this whole lesson. My point is that I just figured out my right hand is just faster no matter what I do with my left hand, so I need to catch it up. That is the point of this lesson that you can do. You catch up if you use a metronome. But it takes time. I mean, I guess it makes sense that your right hand would be faster, because it's all you do is go back and forth, whereas you're not just doing that for your left hand. Tom is a legato player. It's so much smoother. I prefer playing faster stuff with legato and blues stuff with picking. Yeah. Yeah, I use both as well. I do whatever sounds best. Like I do like because Eddie Van Halen's all about the legato. But, sometimes it sounds good. Yeah, I used to know this. What is that? The Flight of the Bumblebee, but I forgot it. Huh, that's interesting, Steve. Like tap it lighter. You might be onto something. I think you're onto something big, actually. Thanks for the tip. That was good. Steve had a good point. Not hitting the notes so hard with your left hand, just enough to make it work. Hey, NY Beaver from Japan. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And that's true because he's also muffling it. Play an open string and slowly press the string down on a fret. You'll be surprised how little tension you need. I think this is the slow part. This little. You're right, though. It helps. Yeah, because I'm like hitting it hard as I can. That was a great lesson that Steve just taught me. See, that's the beauty of the internet. Or collaboration. So if we do it with the Metrodome. It's easier. It's easier to do it that way for sure. Yeah, I've been playing longer than that, and I never thought of that. That never even entered my mind before to hit the tap the strings lighter. It makes such a big difference. Golly. Everybody welcome Mr. NY Beaver from Japan. hands getting tired now. What else? If you alternate pick, you probably pick a slant without even. Yeah, I do. That is you. You'll tilt the pick up or down depending on what direction you are. Yeah, I do that. I do realize I do that. Actually, I hold it like this. I hold it kind of weird. I almost use the side. I forgot how to play this. I used to play this all the time. Something like that. I use jazz 3 picks. Are those thin, thick, or what? Mine are thick. You got Orville's Les Paul? I have no idea what my thickness are. All I know is mine need to be thick enough to not bend. Call it Jazz 3. I don't know what mine is. Do you guys did you just pick bend or no? That's important to me because if it bends, it screws me up. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's mine too. Look, mine's thick but small. I've used this too much to even have to see what the heck it is. Doing that stuff's even easier for me than doing the 3 notes in a row. I don't know why. Alright, so let's try 270. Yep. What about Paul Gilbert? I listen to him all the time. I used to play Ibanez Paul Gilbert picks. Oh, nice. Can't get them anymore. Always played 1mm picks, no bend, and really pointy. Yeah. Mine's pretty pointy. Yeah, Paul Gilbert. I've learned a lot from Paul Gilbert. This is 270. Not too hard. I can feel my arms resting too. My arms are working. My left arm is just chilling out a little bit when I do it lighter. So that's another point. Anybody watching in this lesson, Steve Ozone pointed out that with your left hand, don't push it all the way. Don't push it hard. Just push it as the frets down as lightly as you can to make a noise. Yeah, I've heard that before, and that's true. Whenever I'm playing faster, I think I'm more relaxed, and I'm not all tensed up. Steve, you must be pretty good. You know a lot of stuff. So this is right on the edge of how fast I can do it smoothly. Or at least right now my hands are tired. I feel myself wanting to go harder. Like hard, press down harder on the frets. I gotta keep it light. All right, anybody else have any more comments? Anything to add? I'm still learning like everyone else, mate, but don't think you ever stop. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's like I want to learn more now than I ever wanted to learn. Because the more you learn, the more fun it gets. But sometimes I can get stuck in these ruts where I just keep doing the same thing over and over, and I don't try to learn. But I got to get in them. I want to learn new stuff. Sure, Jimmy. Take it easy, man. Peace out. So I'm going to go ahead and close out too. Thanks, guys, for joining us, and hopefully we can all shred in the future. Peace. I'm going to close out with this. Still haven't got that chord all the way down. It's a hard chord to get right every time.